Today we're talking about something you probably do every single day, charging things like your iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Here's the thing, charging fast isn't always the best. It'll wear down your battery a lot faster, leading to problems down the road. In this video, I'll show you why charging matters and how to pick the right charger. Then we'll go over a few settings that you should turn on and why maybe slow charging is actually the way to go. Apple products use lithium-ion batteries, and the problem with these batteries is every time you charge them, the battery actually degrades a little bit, so the longer you have the battery, the worse battery life it'll have. Over time, this means less capacity, so your phone might only charge to 80% of what it used to charge back when it was new. And yeah, you can get a battery replacement, but it's definitely not free. In fact, it's actually really expensive to replace your battery. That's why understanding how you charge and which charger to actually use makes a big difference. There's plenty of different chargers out there, but what really matters is the wattage. Watts are basically the speed that your phone will charge at. So a 67 watt charger will charge your phone faster than this 20 watt charger, but only if your iPhone supports that wattage. Do you remember that little tiny 5 watt charger that we used to get in iPhones? Well, that's actually a lot slower than what iPhones can charge at now. Both these chargers are made by Apple. One charges at 20 watts and one charges at 67 watts. Then I have this Apple made cable which charges at 20 watts. So really, the only use is this one. And it's kind of confusing because this USB-C cable only charges at 25 watts, but this one is 45 watts, even though they look pretty similar. Fast charging is awesome when you're in a rush. For example, you can go from 0 to 50% in about 30 minutes. Over time though, this can cause your battery health to drop a lot faster. If you've ever wondered why your phone's taking so long to charge, it's probably a slower cable or charger. Something like this that's only 20 watts isn't going to charge as fast as something that's 45 watts. Before you rush and always just use as fast of a charger as you can, let's talk about why that's not really ideal. There's a huge trade-off to fast charging. Fast charging creates a lot of heat, and heat is the enemy to a lithium-ion battery. So if you're just gonna charge your phone at night like most people do, maybe stick to something like a 5 or 10 watt charger. That way your battery will last a lot longer. Let's quickly look at a few ways you can charge your Apple products and when to use each one. There's tons of different ways to charge your Apple products, like this USB-C cable that charges at 45 watts or this MagSafe cable that'll charge at 25 watts. Just about every Apple product now uses USB-C, which is really cool because you could just take one cable everywhere you go. But there is a little bit of a downside to that because USB-C ports actually have a limit to how many times you can plug them in. So to help make your phone last a little longer, Apple's come out with these MagSafe accessories like this one for the Mac and this one for your iPhone. These just magnetically connect to your devices and it's actually really cool. And now if you have an iPad or an iPhone that has USB-C, you can use it to top off your other devices. For example, if my phone's dying, I could plug it into my iPad and start charging my iPhone. Or if my AirPods are dying, I could plug them into my iPhone and start charging those. Here's some settings that you should probably care about. Open Settings, Battery, then go to Battery Health and Charging. Optimize battery charging keeps your battery around 80% overnight and tops it off just before you wake up. Also in Settings, Display and Brightness, turn on Auto Lock so you can save some power. Since the more you charge your iPhone, the more it degrades the battery, on some new Apple products, you can actually decide how far you want it to charge. For example, you can set it to only charge up to 80%. Then there's Clean Energy Charging, which will only charge your phone during the cleaner energy hours. So there you go. Charging isn't really just plug and play. The cable, charger, and even the settings all make an impact in your battery's health. If you learned something new, hit the like button and subscribe for more Apple tips.